We're here today at the big show at the NEC in Birmingham, and there's loads and loads of tents, caravans and motorhomes. So let's go and have a quick look around at some of the highlights. Keep watching to see some of the great tents and motorhomes and caravans we saw at the show. First up, we look at this. You might have seen inflatable tents before. Well, this is an inflatable trailer tent. It's the Holtkamper Cocoon Aero, and I think it looks quite nice actually, and the fact that it's going to save you time with pitching works quite well, I think. Of course, with the trailer tent, you've got your kitchen all included. This one had a fixed double bed inside, and plenty of space to put a few other things, including pop-up tents for the children. Another one from Holtkamper is this Kyte XL. I really like the look of this, especially where the kitchen is underneath its big awning canopy. I see that's a great place to actually sit out when you're at the campsite. Again, a fixed double bed and extra bedrooms as well in here. This is another great trailer tent. It's the Air Opus that uses the inflatable air tubes that you see in inflatable tents. At each end of the tent folds out a double bed. You've got a kitchen with a sink, hob and microwave, and a seating area which also can serve up as another double bed. These are actually quite rugged trailers as well, and you can get options to mount on top of the trailer, mountings for canoes and bikes, so they're real sort of adventure trailer tents. Another thing I spotted on the Opus was this motorised mover. So that will certainly make it a lot easier in positioning your trailer tent. At the show, there was a great deal of really large family tents, such as this one, the Outwell Vermont XLP. You see, these are really large tents, ideal for those family camping holidays. It's got a really large porch area, and inside you've got 3 extra large bedrooms. So these are the royal bedrooms at the back of the tent here, including a middle bedroom. Now, if you prefer the sort of vis-a-vis layout where bedrooms face one another, then this is the inflatable Concorde 10AC, also from Outwell. Again, sporting larger than average bedrooms. Vango also brought some really large family tents, such as this Illusion Technical Cotton 800 XL. It's a really smart looking tent with a canvas-like fabric. You almost feel you're on safari in this tent. And a bit like the Vermont tent from Outwell, you've got a large porch area that can be fully enclosed, and inside you've got 3 bedrooms at the back, plus an optional fourth bedroom that you put up in the middle of the tent. And for comparison, this is the Illusion 800 XL, but not in the technical cotton, but in regular polyester. As you see, it's got exactly the same layout, but a slightly different price point. Also at the show was a uniquely shaped Vango Maritsa. As you can see, it's got a narrow sort of tunnel porch area, and then as you go into living space, the tent widens out. Back on the Outwell stand, they actually fitted out some of the tents with furniture that you might use when you go camping. So this gives a really good idea of the sort of practical space you got. You see in the front porch area of this one, the Vermont 7SA, you can fit a very large kitchen and storage in there. So it shows you've got quite a bit of usable space in the front of this tent. Inside they had a small table, plus you can see a similar sort of layout This one's actually got a built-in wardrobe where they actually put a cupboard unit in there to give you some idea of some of the storage options you can put in this tent. At the back again, you've got longer than average bedrooms, and you've got 3 of them next to one another. So the master bedroom in this is quite a bit larger, and again another tent with larger bedrooms. This is the Harrier 6 ATC from Outwell. It's another inflatable tent, just like the last one. And continuing with the large family tent theme is the Outwell Phoenix 7 ATC. Again, another inflatable tent with massive amount of space. This is actually technical cotton too. And you've got a table in the awning here. That's the Outwell transporter. You can tow things around inside. And to show the space in the living area here, you've actually got a 4-seater table too. Now the Outwell WOLFLAKE has made a comeback. It's a very popular tent here. This again has a very large tent. Now this is in the new Elan range where it's a polyester fabric, but from the outside it feels like canvas and it's much thicker and more durable. As you can see, there's loads and loads of space in this tent, and they also have the larger than average bedrooms. Coleman were also at the show and brought their new Rocky Mountain tent, which you can get in a couple of sizes. As you see, these tents have their fully blacked out bedrooms. Also, the Air Valdes 4 was at the show. Zempire, the New Zealand tent company, had a number of their tents there, including their absolutely massive Airforce 1 and Delta Force canvas tents. These are pretty big tents. It's not just tents and caravans, there's a few activities on show and demonstration at the show, including this one where you could go caving or even sleep up a cliff face. Red Paddle Co. were also at the show with their excellent inflatable stand-up paddle boards and inflatable windsurfing boards as well. Over on the Camping and Caravanning Club stand was this pedal-powered Scale Electric's caravan racing track. The kids absolutely loved it, even though there were a few little crashes along the way as the caravan sped round the corners. Of course, there were loads of caravans at the show, including this cute little caravan here, perhaps not too practical for the family, of course. We popped over to see Casper's brothers and sisters in the Casita range, and it was really nice to see the different layouts that you get in this range. And there were plenty of motorhomes at the show too. Motorhomes with a garage has always been something that's appealed to us, somewhere to shove the canoes and more bikes, no doubt. And we also came across this. It's a travel seat that actually folds away and stows, so it gives you a little bit more flexibility on the layout. There were also a number of talks and demonstrations at the show. One in particular piqued our interest, and that was Camping with Kids. And this is a new book that's coming out very, very soon with about 400, I think, tips on things you can do when you go camping with your kids. So I think that's going to be a very useful book. Of course, there was lots and lots of other things to see at the show. Couldn't cover it all, but hopefully that's given you a really good highlight of some of the things that we spotted at the show. More details on these items can be found, of course, on our website.